covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
And that's when the whole thing unfolded, that I had been defrauded of $54,000.
Don't let that happen to you. A Chico woman shares how a scammer took her for a huge amount of money. We'll show you what you need to know. Plus, Redding wants to grow its regional airport, how you can learn more about the long-term changes taking flight. But first, another expansion, this one aiming to step up support for those who've served our country. The Anderson Veterans Walk of Honor got going about 15 years ago, but big changes are coming soon. Action News Now reporter Blake Mayfield is there live on East Center Street. So Blake, what exactly is in the, where are you? Blake, what's in the works?
Well, Haley, I am at the Walk of Honor, and there are a few things in the works here, a couple things. So last hour I showed you the expansion that's going on here on the side of me that is going to have new panel walls and new names on those panel walls to commemorate veterans that have served that are hailing from Shasta County. But check this out. This statue right here, the Afghanistan statue that commemorates veterans that served in the war, will soon, hopefully soon, get its 2021 date of when the war ended engraved here before the reopening this summer. After her husband passed away in 2021, co-founder of the Walk of Honor, Janet Yarborough, told me it's become difficult to find engravers to do the job. And while America's involvement in the Afghanistan war came to an end 4 years ago, she hasn't had any luck finding someone to engrave the war's ending on the statue. Even though the Iraq War ended in 2011, the Walk of Honor didn't open until that December, which means each statue dedicated to various wars here had start and finish dates already, except for Afghanistan. I asked Yarborough if she plans to have the end date for the conflict engraved when the walk has its grand reopening this summer.
I've been working on that for about a year. We're trying to find someone who would do it. I can't get a call back. I've called people who do like funeral things, you know, tombstones, and so far haven't had a call back, but we will keep pursuing that until we get the final date.
Yarborough says after the walk gets 3 new panels with more than 200 additional names from Shasta County installed here this spring, she plans on doing a grand reopening of the Walk of Honor. She says she has either mid or late summer in mind. And Haley, she said that she plans to have both the expansion and the Afghanistan engraving done by the time that all happens. Reporting live in Anderson, I'm Blake Mayfield, Action News Now.
Thanks, Blake. Looking forward to seeing what that ends up looking like. And if you'd like to donate to help finish the engraving, the Walk of Honor does have a drop box at the front entrance. Now, this crash that backed up Highway 32 in Glenn County happened just before 3 this afternoon. We've been tracking it for you. The CHP says a pickup truck and a sedan hit head-on, the truck ending up on its side. This is right near the bridge, at Gianella, just east of Hamilton City, and it forced a full closure for about an hour and a half. A lot of people got stuck there. The CHP says that the roads have since reopened, and we do know that 2 people were hurt in that. But it seems like everybody survived at this point. We're going to keep you posted. Howie, though, weather conditions are not impacting our drive today. In fact, it's pretty perfect out there.
I agree. No, nothing to do with the weather. I don't know the complete details of that involvement, but yes, weather's been pretty good. Now, here's a radar, 90% of the area completely on the dry side. You have to go north into Shasta County or high up into the coastal range of the Sierra and the Cascades before you start to see some showers that are really, for the most part, on the light side. A few heavier showers in the coastal range, North Mountains area. That's really the only thunderstorm that I have detected, but really everything is below severe and below strong limits. Here's a look at our temperatures. About 10 degrees cooler today compared to yesterday at this time. Weaverville still at 75. Look at Altura, it's already cooling down to 57 degrees. Winds for the most part on the light side. Little gustier right now though, a few 15, 17 mile per hour winds, but we are going to see cooler temperatures, maybe rain, mountain snow, but then another warm-up, Haley.
Sounds good. Thanks, Howie. Walmart plans to remodel 57 stores in California this year, and we've learned that the location in Willows is one of them. Shoppers can expect to see new signs, new displays, and expanded departments with new items. Walmart's bakeries, baby apparel, grocery, and home departments are among those slated for makeovers. Pharmacies will feature wider aisles and new private screening rooms, too. Now, we called around, and we're still working to find out if any other local Walmarts will be impacted, but we do know that the Willows remodel should be completed this fall. Local students now have a few ways to start their college journey before graduating high school. Action News Now reporter Nathan Espandula went to Butte College to learn how it all works.
I think it was the best decision I could have made for my educational goals.
There are many ways for students to get a head start in their Butte College career. From taking dual enrollment college classes at their high school to being a part of the Butte College Connection program, which means being on the Butte College campus for their senior years, students who've taken advantage of the various options tell me it puts them ahead educationally and psychologically.
Definitely creates responsibility and independency. It basically jumpstarts their children to understand exactly how college works and how it's on their responsibility, because there's no staff constantly getting on their butt about missing assignments and whatnot.
And it wasn't just the students taking part who sang praises for the program. I also spoke with Philippe Morfine, a Corning High School graduate who wishes he got involved in one of these programs when he was in high school.
If I was offered the position to go through the program of College Connections, I would have been more than happy to join it, especially if it was here at Butte College, because Butte College is where I think of home whenever I think of a school.
And just because a high schooler is taking classes here at Butte College, that does not mean that their high school experience is over. A Butte College representative explained to me that students doing any of their early college programs can still play sports for their high school and attend all extracurricular activities.
Creates a bunch of responsibility. Obviously, they can still be a kid, but creating that sense of responsibility is definitely going to help them benefit as adults, and just, I guess, mentally wise as well. Helps understand more about how the world works and how it's your responsibility to take care of your own life and your actions and whatnot.
In Butte County, I'm Nathan Espandula for Action News Now.
The Butte College Connection program is available for seniors attending schools in Chico and Oroville. However, even if a high schooler isn't qualified to be part of Butte's College Connection, other dual enrollment programs are available at most schools across the state. A new tool to increase transparency in law enforcement is coming to Oroville. The City Council recently gave the police department the green light to move forward with Community Connect. It's a communication platform that provides crime victims with real-time updates on the status of their cases. Police say it reduces the burden on dispatchers and officers, allowing them to focus on essential duties. It also includes a survey where you can share feedback about your experience, and it's expected to launch in a couple of months. We're going to let you know when. A local woman lost over $50,000 in a scam, and now she's sharing her story, hoping to educate others. It all started with a Facebook page being deactivated and her trying to recover it. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe spoke with her today. So how did this Facebook situation end up costing her so much money?
So it was her personal Facebook page that was taken down, and in an attempt to recover it, she called a number which appeared to be a Facebook customer service number. Now, after calling that number, she says the person told her that her page was likely taken down due to a hacking, and that most likely multiple accounts she has could have been hacked, even her bank account. And she says that person told her they would contact her bank, Golden One Credit Union, regarding the concern. Now, she says later she did get a call from Golden One where it showed the bank's name, but actually it was a man who called himself Patrick, impersonating her bank's fraud team. Now, it was a spoofed number, and that man then convinced her that someone was trying to take a large amount of money out of her account, and the only way to stop it was to wire transfer it into an FTC account. That's when the real fraud team from Golden One got involved, but it was too late at this point. And she's hoping by sharing the complexity of this scam, others can take extra caution.
Somebody like me who is so cautious and careful in every way. The average person does not stand a chance, and I am not average. And these people pushed every button and convinced me of every possible nightmare that I would give them $54,000, and that's exactly what I did. And if I ever, it's not likely I will ever get any of this money back.
She filed multiple reports of the scam to several agencies like the FTC, the banks involved, and she says even the FBI started an investigation. And she just wants people to take caution, especially with how complex this scam was. And if people are facing something like this where thousands of dollars are on the line, she advises folks to go to their banks in person, not online or over the phone.
This is incredible that it happened. It's so unfortunate. Gosh, I feel for this woman, and it's really cool and brave of her to share this story so that maybe the rest of us can, just think twice before when we get that little red flag warning in our head when something fishy's happening.
Yeah, no, this was definitely pretty complex. It wasn't like a gift card retail scam.
Yeah.
This was like hit really close to home for her.
Yeah,
so.
all right. Thanks, Margot. Happening now, the Reading Regional Airport Master Plan open house is going on, and Action News Now reporter Jesse Angelo's there. Here's a look at what's planned.
The Reading Regional Airport is hosting their Master Plan open house here in the community room at Reading City Hall. People are invited to come down, get to meet airport planners and management, ask questions, and say what they would like to see at the Reading Airport. There's also plenty of plans as far as potential expansion to the airport and new flights. The meeting goes until 6:30 here at Reading City Hall in Reading. I'm Jesse Angelo, Action News Now.
We'll have the details of the plans and hear from community members about what they're hoping for tonight at 11. Slow down out there. Another reason you might want to pay more attention to those stop signs in Chico. Plus,
we have antique dealers that come in, shop for things. We have people in need that we help.
a silver lining in the tariff turmoil. We show you some benefits for local secondhand stores.